Are we live?
We're live, it looks like.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite moms.
We're here,
We have no clue what we're doing.
not knowing what we're doing, but hey, y'all.
Okay, I do know we just went live on Instagram. Okay,
Yes.
we're there. We're somewhere.
There we are.
Hey. All right, well, welcome. This is a new first for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. First time ever going live. We have no clue if this is working or not. So no worries if it's not, because Lacey will be taking this audio, putting it out there tomorrow on all the podcast channels. But we thought we'd try something new.
Yes.
On a Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. I don't know why I felt like today was Wednesday all day. But
yes. Yep. I don't even know anymore. I think I've just stopped and given up life. But yeah, it's here.
It's Tuesday.
All right, let's take a moment and just breathe.
Yes.
Mamas, if you're watching, if you're trying to get on, take a moment and breathe as well. You made it. It's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We still have the rest of the week to go. But I don't know about y'all, but my kids were home on Monday.
Oh, yes.
It was, we were off on Monday. So today felt like a Monday, I guess. I don't know. We're all thrown off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was school Friday, but Kyla left school early because she was like, they said it was optional. I was like, I'm pretty sure they didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then off yesterday, and then today was a track meet. And yeah, so it just feels like a long week already. And I'm like, it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. Yeah. Yep. It has been a long week. So if you're joining us, hey, jump in the comment or chat, whatever. We're on YouTube live right now. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram.
Yes.
Instagram, we apologize. It's a really weird window. So when you see us bouncing, it's because we're trying to be seen for you. But drop in the chat where you're from, where you're watching us from, and we appreciate you and love and support that you guys give us. So let's kick it off.
Yes.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, so we got called out by our girl Stephanie.
Yes.
Because we came back to season 2, and we really haven't kicked off our episodes with
an FTK
moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have one. So let's bring it back.
Yes.
Stephanie, this one's for you. This weekend, right? We know it was Easter weekend, all the things, all the stuff you got to do, family, all of it, right? And it was Eli's first time to run in a track meet, summer track.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've talked about summer track in season 1 multiple times. And y'all, it's a thing. It's an experience. I saw somehow something popped up on Instagram today of like this family that goes to summer track, and they bring in an air conditioned system, and I'm like, I need to upgrade. We need to invest into the right tent, because obviously my tent, I don't have a tent. It would not hold it, but whatever. So we're talking, it was probably, I thought it'd be a small track meet.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a good 300 to 500 kids.
Oh,
maybe not, but maybe by the time you break down how many races they run, it was a big track meet.
Mm-hmm.
So it was closest to our home, so that was nice. So we got up, took our time, got to the track meet. It's packed. We only have a couple of places to sit down. Vic goes and starts his warm up with Eli, so because that's Coach Ike, and he's gonna go train his son. And I'm watching the radar because I'm like, it's gonna rain.
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna run the 100 today, but we'll see. I'm here. I'm fully engaged as mom. I'm present. I'm not complaining, because I'm like watching the red move, and I'm like, I got 2 different apps. I got a lightning app, because I'm like, you best believe it lightens in 10 miles. We got 30 minutes for a delay of the activity. So we're good. I've watched these little kids run the 400. I had just watched 5 to 6 year olds run the track, come across crying. I think that's child abuse. I don't think any kids should start running a 400 until they're at least 8, if you would like my opinion. It would also save about 30 minutes of time on a track meet. But here we go. We're watching, as I'm watching the weather, as we're watching the runners, and my parents pull up, and I'm like, and they're older, and I'm like, y'all, just, the rain's about to hit. Let's see if it passes through. We're not going to run before this rain. Oh, we just want to come and watch. Wonderful. Got my mom, I got Denise, I got Vic's mom in there. We're just here, right? We're all here. A couple of drops hit. I'm like, okay. You can see everybody start pulling their umbrella. There was no transition. It went from a couple of drops to just a downpour. Like, we are soaking wet. You can't even get an umbrella up in time. We're running off out of the stadium. I'm trying to make sure the old people don't fall down the stadium. Vic and Eli find us. We're hanging out. Then all of a sudden, it doesn't stop raining, and it's getting cold. And Vic's like, he's not running. This is how you pull a hamstring.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay. So next thing you know, we've been here now almost 2 hours. Oh. We are soaking wet. It's cold. And now we're going to get cars. And I'm walking parents to the cars. Vic goes and gets the cars, pull them up to the front of the stadium. I get my parents in the car. My feet are soaking wet. I see this other mom standing out there, and I just look at her, and I was like, we do this for them kids. And she goes, I know. And I was like, okay. I just kept walking. So that was my 4. I was like, we do this for them kids. I want to just say F all this right now. It was a lot. It was a lot.
So 2 hours.
We never ran.
And you didn't even get to run.
But I got to practice. Everything got put up. We did the practice run. We're prepared. I know that I'm buying an AC unit.
Yes. A new tent.
For the next meet. My husband's already made me add a track meet that wasn't going to be on the schedule because we got to get a track meet in. All the things. All the things.
Yeah. I was wondering, because, I know it did pour down for a little bit, but I was wondering about y'all at that meet.
Yeah, and it was raining so hard, and they didn't stop. They were making these kids run in the rain. Those 400-meter kids were running in the rain. And I would not have watched my kid run in the rain, pouring down rain at that point in life. I'm just going to be honest. But they had the kids, and then there was a lightning strike, so then it was a delay. And then there was another lightning strike, so then that's a longer delay. So all of a sudden we were pushing back. I think they ran, we watched the results. I think it was close to, this was 11:30. I don't think they ran 100 until about 3:34 in his age group, somewhere in that time frame. So, and then it got cold. So yeah, that was my FTK moment. There was all kinds of F's coming out of me.
F's. I was going to say, for them kids.
F them kids. Forgive. I don't even know if I was forgiving anybody at that point. I was just like, But then at least I was able to go crawl in my bed and get a nap in.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah, that's my FTK moment.
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay. So let's see. Last week, I don't know. It was, so y'all know Kyla's driving. And parking is always she has her little spot in front of our house.
Right.
And I think Linnea was over one day this week. So she was in Kyla's spot. Kyla went to work. I don't know. Anyway, she ended up behind my car. She was intending, I guess, to go to practice in the morning, but then changed her mind. And so I'm literally walking out the door to go to work, already late. And then I'm like, why is your car behind me? And she's like, well, because I was going to go to practice. And I'm like, I don't care. Just come move your car. I need to go. So, and then she pops off with a little attitude. Well, I was going to go to practice. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Come move your car. And so then she's has a little attitude, and she's saying stuff under her breath while she's moving the car. And I'm on the phone with Corey, and he's like, why is she behind you? And I'm like, I don't know. And he was like, yeah, I noticed her car was behind your car when I left this morning. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm already late. And so then I was like, okay, bye, and then she just gave me a little, I got an attitude. And I'm like, I just rolled my window and I'm like, your car is behind my car. Why are you have an attitude with me because you're behind me and I'm trying to go to work? And she's like, well, I was trying to. I'm like, I don't care. Just move by. Have a lovely day. I gotta go. And so then me and Corey were just talking, and I was like, she just has a little attitude for no reason. I'm like, you're inconveniencing me. So what happened, the week before, I just opened my garage, pulled up a little bit, and then went around her car.
Oh.
My dad was a truck driver, so
You got
feel
it.
like I know how to really, but that other day I was like, I don't have time to do all of that. I need to just be able to back out and leave. Like,
but because you did it once, that means you can do it every time.
I know. That's what Corey said. He was like, oh, so the last time you just, and I was like, yeah, I didn't have time to do all of that maneuvering and pulling in. And so, yeah, it was like a little moment in the morning. And then I was like, she gets on my nerves. Like, why do you have an attitude with me when your car is in my way?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a teeny tiny little, but
it's an inconvenience.
And it almost pushed me
up to the topic
at hand for today.
Yes. So last week, let's jump in because this is a perfect setup. We didn't even plan this. I love this. I love when things just happen and they're supposed to. So last week we talked about the mental load that moms take, like that. It's invisible. Nobody sees it, but moms, we know, like that list never ends. And we talked through that last week. And so the perfect follow-up to that episode is definitely mom rage. And we've all had it, but we don't ever talk about it. So we want to jump in. Like, you've had those moments where your kids ask you something simple and you just snap. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like sometimes it's a red wave. Sometimes it's white. I see colors in my mom rage.
Sometimes it's black.
And then like 2 seconds later, you're like, why did I just react that way?
Yes. Yep. That's happened too many times for me to count. Literally, I'm like, the other day, like, move your car.
Yes. Yeah. It almost happened this evening with trying to get Eli to go to track practice. Like, I almost had a moment. I was like, oh no, you're not doing it before you go to mom rage. I'm going to go take a 5-minute nap. That's what I ended up doing. So today we're talking about mom rage, or tonight, wherever we are in the world. Yeah. Hey, Christina. I see you.
Hey.
And so because it's just not about anger, right? Like we're not just talking anger. Like we want to talk about like what's underneath it and like what hits us to that point. So what better way to do that than to give the clinical definition of mom rage, which our therapist, Alicia Jones, has. So, all right, let's hear. What is the definition of mom rage?
Okay. So mom rage is an intense, often uncontrollable anger or emotional outburst experienced by mothers, commonly stemming from chronic stress, extreme fatigue and lack of support, and a high societal expectation from everybody, right? All the things. So it can feel like a disproportionate reaction to a minor trigger, i.e., why is your car behind mine?
Yep.
Things like whining, little messes, resulting in intense guilt, shame, and a shameful spiral afterwards.
Interesting. And Christina said she just did it and she had to say sorry. Girl, we get it.
Yeah. Sorry afterwards. That's hard.
I think, like, let's talk about some of the actual triggers that get us to mom rage. So, Christina, if you're on, girl, tell us what was that trigger, if you can, if it's appropriate.
What pushed you over?
What pushed you over? Because I feel like from one of mine is repeating myself 10 million thousand times.
Yes. Same.
Like, yeah.
If it's like the dishes, how many times have I talked about the dishes on this podcast? Like the dishes, if I'm like, I need you to do the dishes before you leave. The dishes, I need the dishes done. And then I've said it several times and I've given you like, oh, okay. I mean, well, whenever you're done doing whatever you're doing, then that just pushes me over.
Christina said the damn trash.
Yeah, because she has boys. So
yeah.
Yeah.
The girls don't do the trash. I was pulling up. I was getting dropped off because I can't find my keys, and I made the teenage girl and her friend Uber me over here. And your husband was pulling out the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Eli and Vic handled the trash at our house.
Yeah.
Yes, the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's the same. It's the constant, and it is. It's just like, I think my frustration is like, y'all are real quick to do whatever you need to do when you want something. But whenever I need you to do something, like, and it's not in your agenda.
Yes.
Right? And if I'm interrupted, don't let me interrupt you playing a video game or on your phone with a friend. Like, please don't let me interrupt that. Right? And then I just have to lose. And it's multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple. It's like, we don't hit mom rage at like asking you on the 5th time. We might not hit it on the 10th, but if I got to go over 10 times, I just yell. There was a meme, like, because, you know, they're talking about soft parenting, which is not in my vocabulary. I'm not a soft parent.
I don't know what that is.
And so there was this like thing or whatever, a little video that popped up on Instagram, and it was like this mom that was attempting soft parenting, and she was like, okay, it's time to pick up the toys, and like she said it 3 times, pick up them damn toys, and then the kid like and it's her as the kid like starts panicking. I'm like, yes, we have to get to that point.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many times where I've said to my kids, like, I shouldn't have to go crazy, and then y'all want to look at me like I'm crazy. But I've literally said several times, can you please do this? Can you do that? I need you to do the dishes. You know, like, we need to go. Oh, yeah. When I used to take my kids anywhere, Linnea was chronic for always being late. And in the morning, it would be like, okay, come on. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. Do you want to be left here? And it's like, and then I'm like, and then again, it says, then you have the immediate shame, because then it's like, oh, I don't want them to start their day off with me like yelling at them, or like we're in the car and I'm like hitting my brakes, like, oh my gosh, yeah. It's.
Have you ever been in the car and you had that moment where they're not listening and you just slam on the brake? You just wait to see what they hit, like, put your seatbelts on, put your seatbelts on, or whatever they're doing. And I like to just slam a little and just see what happens. And then, did you wake up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, are we now going to do what it's going to ask of you? Again, I'm not a gentle parent. I cannot speak on that. It is not in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
I know. And also, if you see Alicia and I leaning weird in the way, it's because we're also trying to go live on Instagram, and Instagram gives us a little small window to do it. So
we're like, hey, Instagram people.
Every once in a while, you'll see us kind of lean weird. And if you're watching on Instagram, you're seeing our shoulders. Yes. I apologize. We can't figure it out how to say it any other way. Okay, here's another one. How about noise, chaos, or just being touched? Right?
Yeah. I'm not like a super touchy-feely kind of person. Neither are in my family. Like, some people are very like greet with a kiss and a hug, and you know, like, that's not our family at all. Neither one of my girls. Kyla is a little bit like, she'll come and like sit on my lap and put her arm in. But like, if I'm irritated, or if you know, if it's like, okay, you know, like, oh, we had our moment, and now I'm like, okay, like, that's how I start, like, okay, and then if she's still there, and I'm like, okay, get off of me, you know.
Yeah. So Nyla never was so much, but Eli, being my sensory kid, he loves to be touched, and so he wants to be. And like, just the other day, he literally, I'm on the couch on the recliner, and he like comes and lays his whole body. He's taller than me. I'm like, son, you are the size of me. So his whole body is just laid, because he's always been like, he still will come and be like, scratch my stomach. He wants his tummy scratched or so. So he is very bad about personal space, and so he will be constantly in his big deal right now, and it just drives me insane. But I try not to like snap, because I know it's more of a sensory thing for him. But there's still those moments where I don't want to be touched. I'm overstimulated. But he will come and he puts his arm on me, and he puts all of his weight, and he's just like leaning, and I'm like, boy, I need you. And he won't get off. Get off of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know, like, I think there's, like, when there's so much going on, and sometimes you just, and I think, like, and that kind of carries into, like, for me, my moments of extreme mom rage, when I have lost my shit,
Mm-hmm.
like, embarrassed to even say that I lost it. Like, yelling, might have, I don't slam a door anymore. I used to be a door slammer until I slammed the door, my finger in a door, and that's the last time I ever did it. I learned my own lesson.
Self-inflicted pain.
I might grab wooden spoons and hit walls or like counters. Yeah, so it's because I am at my mental load I'm so overloaded.
Yep.
And it's always feels like it happens when we need to go somewhere or it's in the morning. To me, that feels like the biggest two. Mornings, right? I'm trying to get, I'm either rushing out the door, I've got a ton of stuff to do, and my brain is over, and then he's not wanting, Nyla was never, Eli probably has pushed me more. Nyla, I've had, like, it's different kids, I think, hit different mom, like, rage.
Yes.
For different things. Eli sometimes will just not want it. Like, I can see the defiance in his face, and he's like, I'm not going to school. I'm like, yes, you are. And it's like a physical, and like, I will, and like, but it's when I'm so overloaded on a personal level, on a work level, on a family level. And then that's just the tipping point of like, get in this mother effing car. Like, it's not a choice. Like, and that's when I just lose it.
Yeah. For Kyla, she is, I think, I always say she's my firecracker kid. And I think and I probably have said this before, it's because we're the most alike. And so even like, using her being parked behind me, it's like her attitude, and she will like roll her eyes, and I would used to roll, and will still roll my eyes and like smack her lips. And I'm like, girl, I can do that too, and it's like, but like you said, it is always when I'm feeling overwhelmed, or, like, I feel like I've been doing a lot of things on the account of you or the family, or, whatever. And sometimes it's like that lack of appreciation of like, you don't see all this work that I'm doing. And I know last time when my husband was on here, he was like, well, they didn't ask for it. Well,
I still need somebody to acknowledge
like, wow, Mom, thank you so much for, like, doing all of this, or organizing and making sure we're okay. Like, sometimes it is nice to hear that, like, you see what I'm doing, and that I also have 1,000,003 other things that I'm doing as well. And so, it is like, when you reflect after you snap, then it's like, ooh, it's really because I have all of these other things that I'm doing on top of, right? Like the mental load. And then y'all don't give a damn about how I feel. And then you gonna smack your lips and roll your eyes. Girl, let me show you who is the pro.
My favorite's when I'm so mad I can't even get the words out. And then like, Nyla's real quick about like, oh, like, you said this wrong, because I mix words up, y'all. I'm just gonna let you know, if you've ever been around. I don't remember names. I don't forget a face, and I will flip some words real quick. I mix up words on a song. I'm that person. I sing it my way. Nyla gets so angry because like, if I don't remember like somebody's, like, her friend's name, she was like, you just do that on purpose. No, I don't remember. So, but Nyla's real quick to like, I'm in that rage and I like can't get my words out. And she'll be like, say something like smart about that. And I'm like, oh, you just took me to another place.
Yeah.
Now I see red and I can't even speak. Oh, these kids.
Yeah.
And I think when you were like, but, appreciate, like, say thank you. I feel like, they don't realize it, and we don't get a thank you until like they're 30.
Right.
We've done all this, and then at some point they'll be like, I mean, for myself, like I remember thank you, mom and dad. I can't, as a child, I don't know how to appreciate it, but I can appreciate it when I'm an adult raising my kids. Mm-hmm. So we should have a long time to wait for appreciation.
Jeez.
Oh, such a long time to wait.
Yeah.
So we talked through the triggers, because that is, I mean, that's the number one thing to hit mom rage, right? We really know that it's the mental load of all of it. But like the other big factor that I think comes with the mom rage is the guilt after you lose your shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have too many. I remember one, and I don't even, yeah. It's, again, it's like you're doing something for your kids. So of course, Kyla is my picky eater. And I don't know, she was probably, this was before, maybe it was during COVID. I don't know. We lived in our other house. And she's our picky eater. So anytime that there was something that she was like, I want to eat this, then it's like, okay, girl, I'm going to make arrangements for you to have food because I want you to eat.
Right.
So she had made a whole big stink about a pizza. And so I ordered her a pizza, like her own, got it. And then it could be anything. And then she'll be like, well, it has, I don't know what that is on it, so I don't want it. Have you lost your mother effing mind? And so literally, I'm like busy doing whatever, got her the pizza comes, and she's like, I don't want it. And I grabbed the pizza and was like, you're going to eat this pizza. And like, literally like started shoving it in her mouth. And she was like, I don't want it. And I was like, you're going to eat this pizza. Do you know what it took for me to get this pizza to you? And so then Corey comes downstairs and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, she won't eat the pizza that I got her. And she's like crying and she's like, I don't want it. I don't like it. I'm like, you didn't even taste it. Like literally, like mommy dearest lost it. Like shoving pizza down my 10-year-old's mouth because I was over it. And then after the fact, right? Like after I'm like, what am I doing? It's like,
what happened? How did we get here?
How did we get here? Like, why? Who cares? It was like a $10 pizza, whatever. And so then I'm like, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Your mom should not have that. Because then by that time, Linnea's like, what's happening? And I'm like, I just really want you to eat. And I just care about your nutrition. And yeah, so I was like, maybe I need to check myself in because I have lost it.
I'm so glad you shared that. Thank you for sharing that, because I did the same thing on one of my mom rages, but it was with his medicine in the morning. So it was the same deal. So Eli's a picky eater, so I 100% get that. Mm-hmm. But one of our mornings, he didn't want to get up and he was extremely defiant. And I he takes 5 pills every morning because he takes like his supplements, his allergy meds, and he takes his ADHD meds. And I'm like literally like shoving them in his mouth, and he's like trying to do this. I'm like, yeah, take these pills. I'm shoving his mouth, and then like he like storms out of the house, and I'm like, both of our days were ruined all day. Like I'm like, I can't believe. And he got home, and all I could do was just hug him because all day now, all I've thought is I've sent this child to school on like with this. Like, what if this is the last moment he saw me when I was shoving pills in his mouth? I lost my shit, and he had to go spend the day. And then I have to be the mom that feels like he probably forgot about it within like 10 minutes and moved on because his friends were there. But like he walked in the door and I like hugged him. I'm like, I'm so sorry about this morning. And I was like, I'm sorry. I should have never shoved pills in your mouth. But let's talk about why I got here. So yeah, that guilt is so real. Like we don't want to get there. Mm-mm. We don't want to be these crazy mommy dearest moms, right? Like we don't want to have to be very vulnerable on a podcast and share how we shove things in our kids' mouth.
Yeah.
And then, the rest of the house is like the rest of your husband
Yes.
or your significant other and your other kids are looking like, what is wrong?
Yeah.
Mom has lost her shit. We have hit our breaking point.
Yes.
And y'all look at us like we're crazy.
Yes. And then I'm a therapist. So then my family judges me even. They're like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm still a person and I'm a mom and I'm not a therapist right now. Because Linnea or Kyla will both be like, how would you advise one of your clients? And I'm like, I would be, normalizing that, like, sometimes, you lose it and we're people. And Christina said, like, had to say sorry. And sometimes I'm stubborn too, right? Like, I'm like, I don't want to say sorry right now. Like, I am sorry. But I don't want to say sorry right now because you're telling me to say. Because Corey's like, you need to talk to Kyla, and I'm like, I will in a minute.
When I'm ready.
Like when I'm ready, let me. Do you want me to spaz out on you? Do you want, And it's like,
oh, I just love that you're a therapist and you do the same thing I do, and I'm zero therapy over here. It's full dysfunction.
Yeah,
Oh gosh. Yeah, the guilt after is so real.
Yeah.
And I really don't, like, when you think about it, like, these, and I'm sure y'all all have them, right? Y'all all have your mom rage stories, your moments. Some of the rages, you might, like, on a 0 to 10 scale, some might be a 3, some might be a 5. I mean, when you hit the 10, you hit that 10.
That one was a 10 for me.
Yeah. Mine was a 10. It was definitely, thank God there's nobody else there to witness but me and Eli.
Right, at least you had that.
It was just me and Eli. Now Nyla, we've had some good ones. I will say there was one time I could feel the rage coming on with her that I ended up just getting in my car and leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I just need to remove myself from the situation. That was very big and adult of me. And I did. And I didn't even tell anybody where I was going. And I knew they could see me on Life 360 because that's all they watch. So they could follow. But I wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't even know where. I think I just drove around for like 30 minutes to just clear my head because I could feel that. But I was in a situation that I wasn't rushed and I could leave.
Yes.
And I think that's, it's like knowing these situations, they're going to happen. Life happens. The mental load gets to us. Our kids are our kids and we love them, but they know how to, they're just kids.
Mm-hmm.
They have bad days. Like, and I think that's where I've tried to be a little bit more aware recently of, like, you have a bad day as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have bad days as well, but we still have roles to play, and that might be going to school or that might be going to the track. Like that was today. Like didn't want to go to the track. He saw 2 of his friends outside playing.
Oh.
And I just want to go play with my friends. Nope, because you didn't go yesterday because you forgot your cleats. That was the whole thing with you and your dad. Now Dad had some rage, and now you have to get 2 workouts in this week because you say you want to go to the NFL. So it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
And you're going to go. And I could see it. I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those shove a pill in a mouth moment? I mean, I really did think that. And I just stayed and I was like, nope, you're going. I said, I'll take the phone. Finally, he was like, fine. Like, man bigger than me. Fine, I'll go. And shoves the door. I'm like, bye. Go. And he had a great workout.
Yeah.
And then he showed up. And he was fine. He's fine. I gave him a hug. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. Somebody hug me and say they're proud of me.
Right. Where
Somebody go, Mom, I'm so proud of you. You did so good today. You didn't lose your shit.
Lose it. Oh my gosh, look at you. Yes. Yeah.
I might slap him, but I would appreciate it.
Right. It's like, no, get away from me. I don't want to. Yeah.
So yeah, like I think one of the things too is like, no, like, because I don't think it's talked about enough. You get it, like you're doing life, right? Life's lifing, and all of a sudden something happens and mom rage is triggered, and we don't talk about it to really talk about some techniques or even ways to, like, how do I not go there?
Yeah. I think
that's therapists. Tell us.
That's huge. That is huge because we don't give ourselves permission to be like, I just had a human moment, right? Like that's all it is. And One of the things that I like how you said, like, when you can recognize and start to feel the rage coming. So one of the things that I do with like my little kids, I do it with adults too, because it actually works really well. I always talk about like when our lid gets flipped, right? So like this is our brain, and we have all sorts of different parts of our brain, but there's one part in the amygdala that activates the fight, flight, or freeze, right? And so most of the time when we're triggered, that's the part of our brain that says either I'm going to fight, I'm going to flight, or I'm going to freeze. Well, I'm a fighter.
I was like, I'm a fight, a flight. So what do we do? I'm running and fighting.
Yeah, I'm a fighter all day. Like I'm gonna get my point. And I always tell people it's not necessarily like fight like I'm gonna fight you physically, but it's like I'm gonna get my point across. I'm not gonna back down. Right. So that's my number one go-to. So when my lid gets flipped, like I'm like rah 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 ready. So when I recognize, right, like, so this is my lid on, right? Like things are good, or maybe it's brewing, right? Like you can feel it in your body when when you're about to lose your shit, right? And so it's like, ooh, if I can catch it right here and go for a walk, or girl, who you talking to, right? Like, so I'm about to lose it. And I will literally do this to my family. Like,
so you give them a hand signal.
I give them a signal like I'm about to lose it. So my husband knows. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna. And he is a flighter, so he's like, well, I'm out of here. So most of the time, again, it's me and Kyla, because her response is also to fight. Linnea is the same as her dad. Linnea will just cry like, oh my God, Mom, I'm so sorry. Like when she was little, she would write us notes and say, please accept my apology because I was being disrespectful. And so then it would be like, oh, she's
still that way.
She is like such a, now Kyla on the other hand, she's like, listen, I will meet you with that same energy. So most of the time, me and Kyla are both like
lids flipped, fighting.
Lids flipped. Like, girl, I remember one time I was like, well, let's just go outside. And she's like, and fight? And I'm like, yeah. So I've gotten better. I've used some of my therapy techniques to recognize, yes, like, and it is like understanding what is it that I need in this moment to not let my lid flip.
That's good.
If it is walking away, I've gotten in my car and driven. I don't know what gas prices these days. Maybe that's not an option. A walk around your neighborhood or wherever you live, right? Separating yourself, giving yourself some space to just get the lid back on. Take a couple breaths, right? Like call a friend, phone a friend, right? Something that's gonna put some space between you and the situation. And I think that that's okay, right? To tell your kids like, okay, I'm not going to talk to you right now. Like I've done that before where it's like, okay, I'm not even going to argue with you because I'm about to lose it. And if I lose it, I'm the mom, I'm going to win.
Yep.
Right? So like finding those things. And then, in the therapy world, it's called rupture and repair. Sometimes we're going to have that moment of rupture where it's like, oh, well, shit hit the fan. But, that repair when it's like, okay, I'm sorry. I lost it. I shouldn't have. And I think that also helps, one, because I think moms, parents, we don't always have permission to have these moments where it's like, I lost it and I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm still a person. I also have feelings. I also have other things that are going on outside of just taking care of you, right? Like sometimes you might not know that. Sometimes our kids don't know or recognize like what all we're going through, what we have in our minds. And so it helps to humanize us a little bit, right? When we can say like, I have a lot going on and it's not for you to worry about, but I should not have responded in the way that I did. And that takes a lot to do. I mean, I'm stubborn, but I've had to do that several times. And sometimes Kyla will say like, well, I'm not ready to talk to you or accept that apology. And I'm like, okay, girl, that's fine. I'm gonna take a minute. When you're ready, let me know. Or we will text. Sometimes that's better. It's better to text and not like be in each other's faces.
So you're not seeing the eye rolls and the lip smacks.
The lip smacks and the eye rolls, and then our lids are flipped again. So those are some things that I've done, that I've identified as like, one, checking myself, like being in tune with my body, having that self-awareness of like, I can feel my heart rate increasing, my legs get shaking, all of the different things that your body naturally tells you to give you that warning of like, you're about to lose it. And so tapping into that, and that takes practice, right?
To be able to do self-awareness, like knowing like, oh, this is what's about to happen.
Yes.
So get you a couple of mom rages under your belt. Yes. Understand what you do, what triggers you, and then you can start practicing.
Yes, and then you can practice. Like, oh, I'm about to flip. My lid's about to flip. And so I need to.
It's not about perfection. I think you said that, like, right? Like, it is. I think. I mean, I don't know any studies, but I know there. Like, to me, I think it's so important for kids to see transparency.
Yes.
Right, and not try to see this fake perfection. Because life is full of so many moments and pivots and challenges and obstacles that you face. And when your kids see how you handle things, when they walk into those situations, they know like, okay, they've either seen it or like, this is healthy. Like, so, and like an example for me, like relationships, right? That's one, right? We see these relationships, and my mom and dad have always been very open about being married before. They didn't have kids. They always, mom would be like, oh, your dad's girlfriend's calling. And I'm like, that's not normal. Or my dad would be like, yep, mom's ex-boyfriend came to visit. And I'm like, yeah, not normal.
Yeah.
But like, that's what my sister and I saw. But we saw two people that love each other and are very secure in their relationship. Right? There was never insecurities. They were always very open about things. And so for us, that's normal.
Yeah.
And so like for, with me and Vic, like Vic's college girlfriend is on my Facebook page. Like, okay, like you don't have Facebook, but we're like, it doesn't, like, we talk about like, Vic, you had girlfriends before me. I had boyfriends before you. Like we did like life before each other. Like, we are open about that because that's what I've seen. And so, our kids are going to see how you respond and how, like, yes, okay, mom lost her shit, but did mom come back and we had a moment to talk about it?
Yeah.
That's going to be everlasting. That's for them to say, okay, I'm going to make mistakes, but then I can also come back and repair.
Oh, we do that all the time. Linnea the other day was like, and she always says, it always happens at this kitchen table where we
deep conversations.
We have these deep conversations where whether it's her and Kyla who are having a conflict or, whatever, like we always come back and talk about it. I grew up with like everybody swept everything under the rug. I mean, not in my immediate family. Like we talked things through probably way too much. But I saw a lot of people in like outside family where it was like sweeping things under the rug. And then it's like the buildup of things. And so that was one thing that Corey and I both were like, no, we're not going to do that. Like we're going to have these crucial conversations. They're hard.
And they're uncomfortable.
But we're not going to walk around awkward and weird. It's like, hey, let's just have the conversation. And so our kids have seen us where we might have an argument or something, and then they're like, Linnea's like, oh, it's fine. They'll be, they're gonna talk it out, or like we talk it out all the time.
For talk to talk,
all of us.
Linnea's watching on Instagram. Linnea, do y'all talk it out all the time at the table?
Meet us at the table. She's like, I am not coming back to this table. It's always a deep discussion, a deep conversation.
It's good. Like y'all created a safe space almost, right?
Yes.
Like, where y'all know that you can have some conversations, and they are, and I think that's the hardest thing, right? They are so hard. And they're so awkward, especially with kids.
Yeah, because they don't always get it. But sometimes, like, we're there trying to explain it to them. But then they're like, okay, can I go?
Yeah. And I think also, like, so one of the things I thought about too, like when you're talking like through this, and again, every kid's different, you do all of it, but like for me with Linnea just put, hate the table. Girl, you love that table. For me, one of the things like with Eli, right, with walking through with autism and ADHD is I described, so when we decided to put him on ADHD meds, which was very hard for me to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I fought it for a very long time. But when we finally did, what I wanted to make sure was he understood how his body was going to feel. And so I would talk through and be like, I would say, this is your focus meds.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you focus. And then the one time I gave him an anxiety pill, I said, this is your calming pill. And he was like, don't you ever give me that again. I'm in slow motion.
And I don't like that.
But now that he's 13, like he argues with me sometimes. He's like, I don't want to take it. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But the other day he forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And he came home. He was like, man, I was just all out of control at school. You know, I forgot to take my focus pill. And I was like, that's why we take our focus pill. But it was really funny because he's now understanding, right, like the feeling his body is. And that's what I wanted him to. So you can self-regulate and know. But it goes back to the same when we get angry or we lose, our lid flips, right? I'm going to use your little lid flips still. That teaching your kids to understand like how, like the build up, and even us as parents, like we need to know, like when do we hit that moment before it flips?
Yeah.
And then, okay, how do we respond? How do we act? How do we recover? And all those emotions they're normal.
They're normal.
And they're okay.
They are okay. Yeah. It's not abnormal to flip your lid. And yeah. And I think that's huge, right? For a 13-year-old boy to be able to say like, ooh, I didn't have my focus pill, right? Like, because so many of us adults, like I didn't learn how to self-regulate when I was a kid, right? Like I didn't learn those things until I was in my master's program becoming a counselor. And I'm like, oh, is that what that is? Great. Now I can start to do it. Right. And, and so it's like being able to teach your son to do that, being able to model that for your kids is huge, because then, I mean, again, like my kids will come back to each other. Linnea will be like, Kyla, I really didn't like it that you tried to, most of their arguments are like, Linnea isn't making time to do my nails. And Linnea's like, you're not a paying client. Go to an actual salon. And then Kyla's like, do you know it costs $120 to get your nails done? And Linnea's like, exactly. You've never. And so then I'm like, listen, y'all don't put me in y'all's arguments. But then they talk it out and then they're good. And
oh gosh. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's something we don't talk about, so I'm glad we did. And mom's like, you're not bad. You're not a bad mom.
You're not a bad mom.
You had a moment.
It's a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It will pass.
Yeah.
You talk through it. Your kids will be fine. They might, my kids love to be like,
oh, you remember
Do you remember when Mom shoved pizza down my throat?
I was like, you remember Mom lost her shit the other day? And I was like, enough. We can all remember those moments. Thank you. Yes. They love to remember those moments. But yeah, I mean, I think having some grace through this journey, motherhood is in seasons. We've talked about it a lot, right? We've had some great moms on here, from moms that are in the middle of raising toddlers to toddlers and teenagers are one and the same. They're little assholes. To that, I call it the golden years, right? Those little sweet, loving 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-olds. And then the transition to middle school starts, and that's a journey. Yeah. And then high school's another one, and then they're transitioning into young adults. So, and you're never not a mom, so you're always a mom. So then you get to do, we've had moms share so many experiences, which is great. But in those moments and in those stories, and it's like, I think so important to know, like, don't just put the pretty picture on there. Yes. There are these moments that we've all lost our shit, and we're not proud of it. and they look ugly. And I'm sure if there was somebody filming, we probably would have been arrested.
Right.
Or checked into a psych ward. I'm not sure.
Or all of the above.
All the above. Could you
Yeah.
imagine if our kids have the authority to be like, Mom is going down to, I need you to check
Right.
her.
Check her in.
See
Check
where her
in.
mental state is.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure
would
my
be
kids would.
love to be checked in and
Yeah.
come back in a week and get me.
Yeah, let me, get away from here for a little bit.
Where's my break?
Put me in a padded room.
Okay. I'm gonna call the cops. Oh, please let me know how that goes for you, and let me know how foster care is. Like,
oh,
these kids. Ooh, they just push and push and
they push. I told my mom that once, and she was like, "Them people don't want you.
No,
they do not want you. They will send you back." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Call them here." Like, gave me the house phone. I was like, "Okay, never mind."
I remember I said that to Nyla one time. I was like, "Call them." Because they don't have to provide you this nice cush room and house. You don't get the pick of your food.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna eat something out of a can. And I, like, your bougie little self will not do that. Number one meal is sushi. I don't know how we got there with her. Like, yeah, please call and let me know. I was like, because they just have to give you the bare minimum. She's like, what? And I was like, yes, call.
Yeah, because they don't realize that like what you have is above and beyond what we actually.
We don't have to legally. We don't have to provide none of this to you. So let's remember that. Check yourself real quick.
You got a cush little life over here,
so
and
give your moms a moment to have some rage.
Yes.
I wonder if rage rooms were created by moms.
Oh, most
have you done a rage room?
Yes,
I have not.
We need to take a field trip.
Yeah,
They're
maybe
so
we
good.
should. Yeah. Never done it, but I feel like a rage room. We need to research this. Did moms create those? Because
that's a good idea.
I think that would be that or a teenager. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we took Kyla, and I was like, "Girl," then that was the time when she was like, "I think I need to be in therapy." I'm like, me and you both. She was like going in on that rage room. I'm like, all right, yeah. Any moms that are interested, like, we should plan a mom rage room.
Yeah.
Field trip.
All right, let's do it. We're all about planning.
Yeah.
And then we got to get a calendar. We're never going to pick a date.
Are you available? No days in 2026?
Nope.
2028.
We might be able to connect. I think I got a Saturday free for you.
Right.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you guys. It was our first live. We had some people jump on. We appreciate you guys. We love you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for letting us always be vulnerable. And share. And if you've got a story or anything, please DM us. Let us know. If you want to be on the podcast, hey, hit us up.
Yes.
We'd love to have it. We've got a couple of spots left that we want to fill for the rest of season 2 before we take our break.
Mm-hmm.
And then prepare for another school year.
Oh,
it's almost over. School's almost over.
It's crazy to even think about. I'm like, how is it April?
I know.
What? It was just January.
And not just, how's it just April? It's almost the middle of April. Yeah. I have someone submitted my personal taxes. I just need you to know that's the type of person I am. Because if you give me a deadline, I'm real good at hitting that deadline, but I'm not doing anything until the deadline.
Yeah, day before.
I got to send it tomorrow. I had to do my taxes. But yes, so thank you guys. Thanks for spending the evening with us. Yes. We hope you got them kids in bed. You've wound down. You have taken a moment to just and just that moment that you survived another day.
Yes.
So
survived this Tuesday. Man, I'm so disappointed that it was not Wednesday all day today, but
we still got a whole week.
The rest of the week.
All
right.
Guys, if this episode hit you in a spot and you feel like a mom needs to hear it, share it, like us. Show us some love. We're just out here trying to do our damn thing.
Yes.
We don't know what we're doing ever, but we showed up on live, and that's a start.
We did it, and we showed up on time. We were like, okay, we got it.
You're here on all the channels, even though Instagram, you never saw our face.
Right.
All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.